Today I'm going to demonstrate how to grease the axles on this trailer here. It's a heavy-duty utility trailer, about a 10,000 pound capacity. We're going to pull the little dust plugs off and start. For this you're going to need a dull screwdriver or some other pry tool so you don't damage these. And these are Dexter Easy Lube axles. Always good to have some paper towels with you when you're dealing with grease, so they don't get on everything else. You can see in there, it's surrounded by grease and there's a grease zerk in there. So for this job you'll need some sort of jack. We're going to use a farm jack and a grease gun and a dull screwdriver or some other tool to get the cap off of there. And you don't want to lose that. We're going to do both axles, so I've got both tires up off the ground. I'm going to get the grease plug out of this one. Just a little closer shot of how I'm doing that. Just taking the screwdriver, getting right up behind there. And then it should just come right out like that. The reason I'm doing this today, it was suggested by the company that made this trailer to add grease every roughly 1,000 miles. And we're now at about 3,000 miles on there. My truck actually keeps track of that for me, so that's a nice feature there. So with those grease plugs out of the way, we want to use our grease gun, and this is just the run-of-the-mill grease gun. We're going to tighten that end on there, push that in until it clicks. Add a few pumps of grease while spinning this to get grease into the bearing. And then sometimes you can see that there's enough grease in there coming out through the bearing, sometimes you can't. It's kind of hidden here. You can loosen this end here and it'll release from that grease zerk a little easier. Clean that off real quick. Tighten that back up for the next one. We'll put our dust cover back on. I'm going to jump over and do this one now. So I'll show you real quick how we get this down. Sometimes these can be difficult. There has to be weight on the jack itself for this to work. But if you can see, this is indexed in here right now to go up. And all you gotta do is get that to unindex. And then we'll start walking down. We're just going to do the same thing over here. Have a fresh paper towel ready. Pop these off. Don't lose them in the grass. Remember to tighten this back up, otherwise grease just leaks all the way out around it. Make sure that's clean, doesn't have any dust or debris in there. Sometimes you have to loosen it to get it on certain fittings. And you can just tighten it back. It is backwards threaded. spin it when we're adding the grease. Gave it about 3 or 4 pumps. That should be good to go. Just comes off pretty easy.